Welcome to the show, Rhonda Shea in place
Yeah.
of
Melissa.
DJ Slick Melissa couldn't make it because she's out helping, contributing to the fires, and we're not going to say where she's at, but she's out helping.
Yeah, she's out helping and
first
handing out
responders
coffee and first responders and
doing all
food and
kinds of-
water
yes,
and
it's like-
you know things we should be doing, but we're too selfish, so we're
Well,
sitting here.
No, it's New Year's Eve, and we're going to bring
Somebody
in the
had to do this.
Yeah, the 2020s.
Yeah.
Rhonda, let's give praise to the first responders. Let's give prayers to, of course, all the people who lost all those homes. It's like it was remarkably crazy of what the wind
Well,
was
in 4
doing.
hours, the fire went 6,200 acres. For those of you that aren't in Colorado and haven't heard the news about this, and unfortunately,
I'm going to zoom into you real
the
quick
homes.
and take you off of me.
The homes were completely destroyed. I mean, like there's photographs of entire subdivisions where there's nothing left but basements that are filled with ash and rubble. I mean, they're leveled to the ground, and so it's they think between 600 and 1,000 homes. Our hearts certainly go out to everyone affected by the fire, and particularly to our first responders who have to risk their life, and most of those responders live in those communities, so rather than go home and try to save any of their own things, they were out there trying to help people save their lives. And they did a great job because there still are no, as far as I know, there are no deaths reported at this time other than pets, which is still pretty rough. But that's amazing in a fire that burned that many homes and that quickly. They did a good job letting people know, and people did a good job of believing what they heard, a warning, and heeding it and getting out of their homes. So it's going to be a rough winter for a lot of people. Their homes are completely gone, and hopefully they have enough. I mean, if they don't have the right insurance, or I mean, it's just going to be a whole lot of pain. So our hearts go out to them. And in fact, Henry, maybe I should just go ahead and read this press release real quick from the officials at the fire location. Governor Polis declared a state of emergency due to fires created by high winds across the Front Range. The declaration allows the state to access disaster and emergency funds, support the emergency response efforts in Boulder, and provide resources, including the use of the Colorado National Guard, Colorado Fire Prevention and Control, and the activation of the State Emergency Center operations. For official updates on the Boulder fire, you can follow the Boulder Office of Emergency Management on Twitter at twitter.com/Boulder is their bookmark, and their website, which is www.boulderoem, that's Office of Emergency Management, boulderoem.com/emergency status. Sign up now for emergency alerts. To find a list of emergency alerts, visit or go to HTTPS. This is complicated, so I'm sure you're not going to write it down from a radio, but dhsemcolorado.gov emergency alert. Or you could probably just Google Colorado emergency alert, be easier, and then find it. For additional resources, road closure and evacuation areas. Evacuation area is North Boulder Recreation Center, 3170. Anyway, North Boulder Recreation Center, the address is actually cut off here, but I'm sure that if you live there, you know where that is. And the evacuation area for the YMCA Arapahoe branch on Dagny Way in Lafayette. So those are two of the evacuation centers. Animal evacuation site, Boulder County Fairgrounds in Longmont. Please enter through the Society entrance on Nelson Road. That is 9595 Nelson Road. I understand that the shelters are full, but if you're looking for your pet, you can go there and try to locate your pet. And other shelters are accepting pets if you can't care for them while you're in the evacuation situation, or if your home has been destroyed and you need a place to leave your animals. I think, Henry, that was one of the saddest things that I've ever seen, was people posting on the I'm Safe site, I'm safe, but I'm out of town for the holidays. This is my address. I don't care what you do. I don't care who you are. Go to my house, break a window, let my pets out. Even if, I mean, they didn't care if the fire was next door or not, or if it was 2 miles away. They just wanted their pets saved, and unfortunately, the fire happened too quickly, and no one could get back in to do that. So many people lost their pets, and I know that's haunting for folks. I will say that after the California fires in the town that burnt down, many of the cats, very few dogs, but many of the cats somehow managed to get out. And I'm sure that's because they can climb and they can do things dogs can't do, and they're smaller. But they were able to get out. So you may find some of your pets, if they were able to get out, or if someone, a neighbor or someone threw, opened a window or did something. But That was to me the most heart-wrenching, was the fact that people were begging for you just to go find their house and break a window and let their pets out. You know. So,
I'm glad you were able to cover all that, Rhonda. You did it real good for everybody who needs to know these things, and so you could tell you're a real pro. We're going to start talking about KUHS and what we've been doing and where we're going with a lot of things. You know, I was able to share all that out for you because you give me all the time so you can read how we feel heartfelt. So all these people who lost their homes and lost everything. You and I, you look at that, and we come from an era of our time frame, you and I, where we look at these things and we think, God, how much worse can it get? You know what I mean?
And it just keeps going.
Repetitively, yes.
And I think this is 2021. It's over. We said that about 2020, and then 2021 wasn't like this most stellar year either.
Yes.
So maybe 2022.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe. Yeah. Let's just, you know, hope that we have a good year. And we're going to keep you posted not only throughout the next week or two, or even months, on how you can continue to support our fellow Coloradoans who have lost so much. So you can always stay tuned or to us anytime. We'll be, of course, on our Facebook pages and other things, keeping people updated about the situation.
And what's nice is we're patched in with the other media outlets. We don't carry a lot because we want to don't inundate with too much and let them do what they do. And most of the time we do care, but I thought I'd better just come back. And we get the PSAs, tons of the PSAs coming through our network, through our emails and stuff like that.
But we're going to be a place where you can take a break from the sadness right now.
I like that you said that.
Well, you need that. You need that.
And I'm glad you stepped in for DJ Slick Melissa. She couldn't be here because she's helping out over there and taking care of business. And she says, "Oh, I hate to do this, but I've got to do this." And I understood.
She needs to do that. That's fine.
And that was so cool.
So we have Slick Melissa and Dopey Rhonda, I guess. Dumpy Rhonda.
Oh, come on, help me, Rhonda. Help
it's hard
me,
to fill in for
Rhonda.
Melissa. She's like, what, 28 and gorgeous?
No, she's not. She's 10 years older than that.
Oh, my God. I hate her more now.
Well, look how you look. I hate her more now. We hate you, Melissa.
We hate you, skinny little thing you. She's beautiful.
And so we're going to have some fun times. We're going to talk about the year 2021 and all where KUHS has been. And you didn't notice this, did you?
Yeah, I did notice. Henry's wearing a tie.
And earlier you grabbed me by the tie. I go, I
said,
did
oh
not want
God,
to kiss.
Henry, just come over here.
Yeah, no, what she did is she got it and was going like this. Here's some money.
Pearl likes it when he wears a tie because she can hang him up.
You got that right, you know.
I know. You look pretty good. I thought we're all nicely dressed nicely dressed for our holiday, eat Christmas Eve. You know, before we get slobbering drunk. No, I'm just kidding.
She's not either kidding.
Go out. Everybody gets all dressed up for New Year's Eve, and they come home and they're like,
they strip off. They try to go make love in the bedroom, and then when they wake up, they see they're on top of the pillow. The wife is in the other room snoring away.
Yeah, like what the hell? Did I tell you what? I didn't tell you what happened to me at Christmas. Speaking of that, it's funny. So we had a little Christmas gathering with our family and close friends, and so it was about 35 people because our family's huge. And we get home and we're exhausted, and I go upstairs after I brought in all the pans because we rented the clubhouse, you know, all this stuff, and really tired. And I go upstairs, and I thought Patty was downstairs, but I see this body in the bed, and I thought, well, he must be in our bed. He must have got up here and went to bed, and I didn't know it. and then I look around, and I see something kind of weird. It looks like a Santa hat. And I thought, oh Christ, somebody's broken our house. They're sleeping in our bed. You know, and I look around and I see this funny looking pole, and I thought, what the heck? And I look around, and it was a giant 8.5-foot swordfish that someone broke into our house and put in our master bedroom with a Santa Claus hat.
Oh my gosh.
It was our swordfish, actually. We had stored it at my cousin's for 4 years because when we moved, we put it there, and then we just never got around to going to get it because you have to have a big wall for this thing. And so I guess they somehow remembered where we hid our key when they were dog sitting, or one of the kids had the key from dog sitting or something, and they came in. That's what it was. One of them had our key because we forgot to get it back from dog sitting, and they snuck in and put the fish. They took pictures of the fish all over our house doing stuff, and then they stuck it in the bed.
A big shout out to all the way from Mayfield, Kentucky.
All right, Mayfield, Kentucky.
Irene Galatia, she's tuned in. Everybody who tunes in, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. I had a house in Kentucky for a while.
And Happy New Year to Carlos Portillo Veloz. Veloz.
And how do you say Happy New Year in Spanish? Feliz
Navidad y Prospero Año Nuevo.
Feliz Navidad y prosperos año nuevo.
That's
Okay.
right. And Happy New Year to Rodney Franks and Fred Estrada. Thank you for joining in
Yes,
and
Happy New Year.
checking it all out. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So we're going to go over a lot of the things that we have going here in KUHS. And Rhonda, let's go over some. Let's see if you can remember everybody here. And you know what I'll do for you? I'll cheat a little bit. And I'll bring up the poster of everybody that's at KUHS.
Are you going to cheat a little bit? I'm going to say hi to Lynn Turnbull and to Janny Kay and to Krista and Suzanne My Speed. They just said Happy New Year. I'm not gonna we're not gonna read Lynn's comment.
Come on, read it.
No,
come on.
no.
Oh my God.
Look, she said. She's talking about you.
Excessive.
Oh, you can't talk about it.
Excessive penis size?
I think she can't be talking about me.
Oh my God.
How does she know that? I want to know how she knows. Pearl wants to know how you know.
That's why I wore my tie loose. You know why? So I can, when you sweat me.
Yeah.
It's red.
What can I tell you? And there's Sister Sabina. Hello. I'm working with her. She has the most wonderful organization called SITEAW, SITEAW. And that is shifting ideas by educating African women.
Wow.
And they're educating girls in Uganda and Kenya. And it's a wonderful organization. You can check it out. We're redeveloping a website for her, so the one she has got now is not quite ready, but you can go to SITEAW Inc. You can Google that and go to their website and check it out.
And those of you who have out there who are listening to KUHS, you may have had a little bit, a bit of our delay because our signal does go west. And there are some, satellite dishes out that way, and I think they redirected them somewhere.
Yeah, they had to do some stuff with it.
And so I know there was a delay. I just got a message that there was a slight delay, so we're still on. So it's
we're still there. We're still there. We're still here.
And so now we're going to go over. Let's see if you can remember.
Let's see what's on the screen. I gotta move. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we're going to do a big shout out to Rhonda Shea, who's in the studio with us right now. Rhonda, you've been with us quite a long time. It doesn't seem like this much time has passed.
I know it doesn't, but it's been a while.
And you've done some incredible, you brought them in here, a lot in here and zoomed in.
We've had some pretty good guests over the years.
Guests.
Yeah, we've had some
Let's go over some of the guests if you remember them. I remember
we had Hazel Miller.
Yeah, the KBPI guy.
Well, he was terrible.
He was, oops.
Oops, did I say that? Yeah, I don't know. That guy was just not with it that day. And then we had Hazel Miller on when we did the Booth show. We had I can't remember all the people. I've had somebody, Bob and Nancy Daly, who were performers out in California.
You still post them up on our pages.
Yeah, they're wonderful. They're Broadway performers, and Nancy was a pianist that toured the world, and they write shows and produce shows in LA now, and so they've been on the show. We've just had a whole lot of fun. I've had people that represent our community on there talking about their nonprofit organizations.
And also the Cancer Societies. I think that's so big. And you do a lot of fundraisers for them. And you do so much, Rhonda.
Well,
that's why you're well known, too.
I don't know.
I think so. You're a personality in yourself, and everybody knows it. So you can't, you think to yourself, you're like me, we're real humble and stuff. And so, but sitting next to me is one hell of a great lady.
Oh, sitting next to me is one great guy.
So, let's keep that going.
Okay. I like it better when we pick on each other.
Oh, we're going to go there. Don't worry.
Okay, good, because, it's
we're
going to
go
get too boring for being too nice.
Oh, yeah.
But,
you're so cool, Rhonda. But the way you get drunk and dance on the table, I'm telling you, when
I don't do that anymore. I don't look good naked anymore. I don't do anything like that.
Okay. Clean it up, Rhonda.
Clean it up. No, there's a song. Have you ever heard that song, I Don't Look Good Naked Anymore? It's some guy singing it. He's a big old guy, and he's big, got a big old beer belly, and he's older, and he's like, I don't look good naked anymore. It's like, no.
Jeez, no.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
Wild. And so we move on to Nikki Bentley Burnett.
Yes, Nikki.
And she's got her show here, which is really doing well. She's been kicking some booty lately, and she's gotten all of these different things that she's got going. She's got the Cherry Creek fashion magazine that she appears on.
Mm-hmm. She's got a lot going on.
Yeah. And she does a lot of cool things. She comes in with all these different doctors who have health advice for you and all the different variables that they bring to the table. Nikki puts on a great show. And what's cool about Nikki, she first came here, she was like, she had this anxiety just running rampant on her. Dr. Lowell came in here and helped cool her down. She's like, oh, I got through that one. And then as she's progressed,
Started getting easier with it.
and then she came up with this. I've got to bring my own lighting in here. Look at the bags underneath my eyes. And oh, come on, Nikki. So I brought in the softening lights that we have here in front of us. And she goes, oh, those are nice.
Yeah, the softening lights are good. I wish I could walk around with a person that had a softening light, and they would just put it on my face everywhere I go.
Hey, you look soft.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's a
They
softening
hide
light.
the wrinkles really well. You look about 10 years younger if you have good
Good guy
lighting.
with the light.
I just need a person with a light. I was going to tell my husband he had to take the flashlight from the iPhone everywhere I went. Just
Glare it down.
glare it on me.
It's
Glare
true.
it on me, baby.
It's true though, Ron, isn't it? You have to have all those good lights on.
But the lights make all the difference.
It does.
I know.
So
it's
we
like,
have two right in front of us that are the bright lights that light us up. Then the softening lights on the side to clear out any kind
yeah,
of
shadows.
all the shadows.
If you're lighting is
It
everything.
didn't do nothing for me, did it?
Yes, it did.
Do I look handsome?
Yes, you look very handsome.
Keep that going.
Well, I'm
Here's some more
not. That's
money.
it. That's all I can lie. I'm afraid of going to hell, Henry. I can only say it, so much.
Oh
No.
my
No.
word!
Actually,
Son of a
actually,
biscuit.
you have great hair.
I have gray hair.
Yeah, I mean you look. Good
I know
too,
it's gray.
but it's great. No, it's great.
Great.
It's
I thought you said I
fabulous
have gray hair. I
You
know I have gray
you
hair.
have fantastico hair.
You want to rub your fingers through? I get
Silly.
everybody every time with that one. You thought you got bitten and you're going to look for my rabies shot.
I know. It's
Thanks.
like, oh shit, there it goes. Forget corona. I just got rabies.
See, I'm glad I brought you in.
Corona 2022. Here we go.
What is the new? These variants. They remind me of the Transformers.
Oh yeah.
So think about it. We've got the Delta, the Omicron, and then the Decepticon is next. I guess.
No, it's been Decepticon the entire way. That's been the entire virus. Everybody's deceiving us.
I know. I think so. I
All
think
this-
this
all-
is
all
going-
the- oh no, it's not true.
Go get your booster. So I went down to the second-hand store, bought me a booster chair, and I was sitting in it waiting to get fed. I didn't know what they meant. Jesus, I didn't, Rhonda.
I just have you seen the movie that is the Goodbye or what is it, Death to 2021?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I
That's so
spit out
funny.
my drink like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, God, this is so funny, and it's sad because it's so true. Half of it. I mean, it's pretty close to true.
It
Everything
is.
they say, it's just done in a satirical way.
And
but-
so we go through 2022 with all this Decepticon stuff.
Yep.
And what's going to be the new variant?
Oh, I don't know.
Sexticon?
No, it's going by the Greek alphabet now, I think.
The
But
Greek
it does, but it
alphabet.
kind of skips around. It's like Delta, and then there's like an Omicron variant, and then there's like, it's
I'm going to become a drug dealer.
okay.
What you got,
I
bro?
thought you already were.
F.A.? F.A.?
That's-
I thought you were. Okay, so look at.
Jesus, that's
Hey,
what I thought this was
Rhonda.
KUHS radio. KUHS
KUHS.
radio.
Yeah.
When I started, it was
Yeah.
KUHS.
Yeah, you were
I thought
looking
it
for
was the
the
other way
weed.
around.
Where's the
KUHS.
weed, dude?
Oh, yeah, I'm in, but that was it wasn't KUHS. It was KUHS instead of KUHS.
Did you say Coochie Radio?
Yeah, Coochie radio.
Jesus. So, as we move off of Nikki, we go over to Sylvia.
Oh,
80
Sylvia,
to 0.
what a sweetheart! What a
So,
sweetheart!
She's
And-
been with us a long time.
yeah, she has, and she's just a consummate professional talent.
And she does some really good clothing modeling.
Yeah, she's a
or
model.
no clothing modeling.
Well, that's not true. She never is naked.
I didn't say that.
You said no clothing. That's not true.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
You
Shame
told
on
me
you,
to
Henry.
say
I
that.
did not, Henry.
You said say this in the
Sylvia
studio.
is fabulous, and she does some modeling with clothes, Henry, and she is stunning.
I seen
she
her
actually,
doing modeling. She was on
I
this long couch.
I
asked her,
break.
where did she get that long couch? And another time, she had this really cute ring on.
Uh-huh.
I said, "Oh, that's really a fabulous ring." Everybody else is saying all this stuff.
So you were paying attention to the right stuff, didn't you?
I'm
But
telling you.
so Sylvia is so beautiful that I have a new rule with Sylvia, which is I will not take a photograph standing next to her because she breaks all my photograph rules, which is you can't be taller, younger, thinner, prettier, or well built, and all of that. Just she blows them out of the water. So I have to take a picture not standing next to Sylvia, standing next to Henry. Because she's younger, prettier, taller, thinner, all those things. So she breaks the rules.
Yes,
No
sir.
pictures with Sylvia.
It's just you know how to get that done.
But
now.
she's a great broadcaster too. I mean,
And she brings some really serious,
Yeah.
entertainers as well as serious guests. And she's brought in people from Mexico, from all over the world. She zooms them in, and they just are great guests. Sometimes there's zooms on their side. It's always their side that we get the the compression problems. But most of the time, it's always great interviews, and she'll have them here in the studio. There's been some fabulous, fabulous guests here in the studio.
It's fun when we bring people, like I brought Tammy in from Canada,
Yes.
the I Am Worth It project founder, and when we
Big ones,
we bring in these people that are from around the world, it really shows not only it shows the globalness of that's a word,
Yes.
of the impact globally of KUHS, because we
I'll
are
give you the
listened
word.
to around the world, local.
Yeah, that's right here on our.
It's local,
We have
local
it.
but global,
Mhm.
local.
Local and global.
And we certainly are. We have people that tune in all the time from across the world. 1 million people at a week or something tune in
Yes.
now. Yeah, so we're
Well,
stage-
it's 1,300,000 per month
per month.
because we go mode, medium, and mean.
Mm-hmm.
So we always go in down the middle. I mean, it's a lot more, but we be honest with how we feel about how this works.
Well, yeah, because some people tune in for just a few
Yes,
seconds.
yeah,
and
you
some
got
tune
that.
in
Yeah,
longer. So you've
2 or
gotta-
3 minutes,
so
and
it's
then
fair
some
to
12 minutes, and so you gotta.
you got to kind of figure out the data. But I said the word data.
Oh
That's
my
a word
God.
you can't say, data or data, in 2021. Because
What are we? 2021 and
Yeah,
2022.
we're 2021, and the word data and data have become like bad words
Yes.
for half the country.
Uh-huh.
It's the data. We're looking for the data, and then of course they don't believe the data. They don't believe data exists, and they find their own data when they like go on internet, and they they look up stuff written by somebody that dropped out of 4th grade, and has 2 teeth, and he's sitting back in his parents' bedroom, and he's writing up all the medical advice for coronavirus. But
Yes,
they'd rather
and-
believe that
Yes.
than the data.
And that's what I say too. So I eat these really hot Serrano chilies, extremely hot, and I don't care what's inside me. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna
I'm
live.
gonna tell you right now,
it's not gonna live.
The Mexican food, if it's hot enough, those peppers, you aren't getting coronavirus. You want to know?
That's real, I'm telling you.
I believe it. I believe it. Whenever we get sore throats,
And you eat that
even
sort
since
of-
I was a little kid, growing up out here, if we would get a sore throat, my mom would go get the hottest Mexican chili pepper she could,
That's right.
or the hottest salsa or whatever
Yes.
she could find, and she'd be like, "Here," and then it would just
And you start
that's
sweating. You sweat
Fix
it
it.
all out. Your throat kind of ease up.
it fixes you every time.
Your nose would fall off.
Yeah, you
But
can
it's all
breathe,
good.
but other than that,
Whoa.
you're sitting there going, "Thank you, Mom."
Thank you, Mom.
But that's what happens when you're too poor to go to the doctor. Here, eat a pepper. It'll clear your throat up.
Yeah, so Sylvia's been doing lots of neat things, and she goes out and
I
does
love Sylvia.
remotes. So she's done Cine in El Parque. She's done Fiesta. I think Fiesta over there off of.
Well, I saw her
Lowell.
during some of the sports shows, even
She
some of the
does,
soccer games.
Yeah,
and
indoor soccer.
Yeah.
She's
Uh-huh.
done soccer, the big soccer with the Rapids.
Yeah.
We were trying
That's
to get
what I
her
said.
into
So
that
I've
one.
seen her doing some commentary with the Rapids and stuff. She's amazing.
Yeah, so we were
She's
trying to
great
do all,
talent. Great talent. We're lucky to have her. She's
trying to do all kinds of things, and she's been doing real good. And as we move on, we go to Melissa Quesada.
Melissa.
You gotta say it right, not Melissa Quesada.
How do I say it right?
I just
We hear it again.
Melissa
Melissa
Quesada.
Casala.
Quesada.
Quesada.
Yeah.
Melissa
Quesada.
Quesada.
Or
That
you can
does
say it
sound
like
better.
this, Melissa Quesada.
Well, that's yeah.
Even better, I nicknamed her DJ
Slick
Melissa.
Melissa.
That's so easy to remember.
Yeah. That
So I always tell
Melissa.
DJ Slick Melissa.
And she's helping folks today, as she always does, and her show's always very interesting. She has on great guests, and there's always a point to helping each other in her show. It's one of her big themes is to kind of help each other.
And what's really cool too, Rhonda, is about Melissa. She always brings soft religion in there. It's not really pushing it down your throat like all the other ones. It's just real soft. And she brings in some of these pastors from
Mhm.
other states, and they zoom
Mhm.
in, and huge audiences, and they talk about certain things. They'll say a little prayer and say prayers
Yeah,
for
she
people.
she does a great way of
And it's
integrating
soft,
her
yeah.
integrating faith into a broadcast without becoming obnoxious about
That's right.
it.
Because some of these
yeah.
other ones, it'll just And the Lord save you. Bless you, girl. Bless you. Heal this girl. Heal.
And then give me your wallet. I was going to start a church called 2 Jobs for Jesus.
2 Jobs for Jesus.
I was, 2 jobs for one for Jesus. He's not here, so you may as well send the money to me. I'll make sure he gets it. I'm close with him. I'll make sure he gets it.
Yeah.
And we got 1 job for you and 1 job for Jesus, and just send me the money. But that's I'm not into those kind of churches, but I am into the most wonderful folks who really understand and live and walk the love that is expressed through God and through Jesus for us all, and through many other people. I mean, you don't have to be Christian to be a loving, wonderful person either.
That's right. And you said that right too, Rhonda. That's what DJ Slick Melissa does, and she's been bringing lots to the studio here. And let me tell you how we found her. And so I seen her. She came here to do a fundraiser for this group, and they were going to cut hair and do this kind of stuff. And she wanted to broadcast through here. And so I had her get on with Lenny. He was doing the Lenny Sports Talk Show. And they just did an impromptu show to talk about cakes for birthdays. It was so interesting to talk about cakes for birthdays. So they were on there really just shooting the breeze about cakes for birthdays. It was hilarious. And I kept watching her, how she acted in front of the camera and how she, projected
She's a
herself.
natural when she does. And she did a little work, but once she got into the swing of it, she was a natural.
Yeah, especially with the camera. But, when she gets on just the standard radio, she has a little different time, because you don't know, you can't see. You don't know
how you're
coming across.
Yeah.
So.
I just figure I'm coming across like crap, so I don't worry about it. Hey, Robert's here.
Man.
Robert said, make it 3 jobs for Jesus, and he's in.
Well, you're in, man.
Okay, you're in.
No, I tell you, heal this girl, heal. They get you, throw you over, and you fall over, you tumble, and they bring you back.
Well, now, Hey,
you ever seen that?
I have.
They throw them over.
I don't even want to go there. I can't go there.
How come they don't go heal all the coronavirus people?
Well, they are, aren't they?
I
don't know. I don't understand any of it. I just know one thing, that I believe we're called on to love and care for each other, and forgive each other, because we're all a bunch of assholes. So if we can forgive each other and we can care for each other, we got a good thing going.
One thing about me, though, I don't have hemorrhoids on mine.
Okay, that was too much information.
No, wait, it isn't.
I'm
a perfect asshole.
God. I would like to argue, but
oh, no, don't.
I can't.
I can't argue with that.
I can't. I have no words for that. No words at all.
I can't believe you told me to say all this stuff in the show. You said, I'll make it zany, and I'll come out and I'll say this, and you just respond.
I haven't said anything. I've been very calm today. Have you noticed?
Why are your hands jittery like this?
They always are. You know me. ADD. But no, I've been very calm today. I hope you noticed that. I've been very staid and polite. I've been very staid.
Good stuff over
Yeah. I had about 3 glasses of champagne before I came, so I'm a little groggy. No, I'm just kidding. I don't drink anymore, because they told me it would feed my cancer.
So the big thing about this is BDJ I had too much in the back room already. Oh shoot.
What were you saying?
I don't know.
I don't even remember now.
And so DJ Slick Melissa, this goes out to you.
Yeah.
Awesome personality, awesome show. You're
Great
awesome
show.
For KUHS, part of the 2021 crew who keeps pushing right through it all. No matter what, everybody's been pushing through.
Who can we talk bad about? We've been talking too
We're
nice.
almost there.
Can we have somebody we can talk bad about?
There's Dr. Elisa Robin.
Oh, I can't talk bad about Dr. Elisa.
She brought me some walnuts that are so good.
She's like amazing.
Yeah.
She just has a new book that came out.
Yeah, that's.
And it's like her 2nd or 3rd book. She's an actual real doctor, PhD doctor.
Yeah.
Because in radio, you never know. People are like, I'm Dr. Good. I'm Dr. DJ. I'm Dr. Music.
I'm Dr. No Good.
Yeah, I'm Dr. No Good.
She's actually
she's actually a real doctor.
She's got the doctoral.
She's got the robe and the thing and probably the student debt to prove it.
Eres una estudiante de Aslan.
Oh, sí.
You asked me to say that again.
I love Spanish.
Everything
I don't
I'm
care.
saying here.
Anything, you could say anything. I've said this a million times. You could say anything in Spanish and it sounds
I won't say
beautiful.
it to her because, it's naughty.
Doesn't matter. It all sounds beautiful.
She'll say, ooh.
It's a very pretty language. I mean, I love it. I think it's one of the sexiest languages alive.
And I love to speak it. That's the thing.
It's really beautiful.
You can't just go up to the ladies and start speaking to them and say, "Oh, Enrique, te quiero con todo mi corazón."
Okay.
Okay.
Like something about my only heart. Is what you said? What did you say?
I love you with all my heart.
All your heart. I knew quarter is heart, so I knew that was in there. And my heart, but I couldn't
And
tell the
Dr.
rest of
Elisa
it.
Roberts, she comes in here with all these fantastic guests.
And she's really amazing because she's a doctor, a professor.
And as a professor, she used to go up in front of all these
Mhm.
people and give her, her lectures.
Right. And she also is a, what do you call that? Is it astrologist?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
and
she does
she
all
did my chart, and it was amazing. I was like, oh, wow.
She started doing my chart, and one of
Hope
her
all that
balls,
comes true.
one of her
Yeah.
balls blew up.
Hers?
No,
okay. I know. I'm just wondering.
No,
I didn't
no.
say anything. I just
Yeah,
heard.
but the way you come across with it, Jesus. No, the crystal ball se quebró, broke,
It's just boom. Yeah, that was it. You have no future, Henry.
Yeah, kaboom.
She did my chart, and it was actually some of the stuff that she talked about is actually started to kind of line up and come true. But
I
she's,
heard all the powers of those
Yeah.
fans go off.
all the fans went off at once. We must have said something wrong. She's gonna come get us. No, but she's really truly no, she's really great. And I would suggest if you want to learn some things, her show's always interesting, different topics, different people, but it always centers around kind of, I would say almost a natural spiritual kind of a program, and nature and things like that.
And let me tell you something she did in one of her programs. This is so interesting. She had this guest, big name guest, big book, and bestseller, and all this kind of stuff. It was really interesting. I always told her, be prepared for any of these guests that don't show up, and you got to jump in or
Oh yeah, I
whatever
know.
they
Sometimes
do.
they do that, or they show up and they're horrible.
Yes, and so this one was in the middle of the thing. She tells her, "Well, I'm not feeling well. I just want to do 30 minutes." And so the gal did 30 minutes, and so boring. And I was like, "Okay." And then after that, Dr. Lisa got in and did her, her lecture kind of stuff, and did all this cool stuff. I was, whoa, this is really interesting.
Yeah, she doesn't need a guest. She's
Yes,
interesting
I
enough
told
on her
her,
own. She could just talk to herself.
Jesus.
She could just interview herself.
Yeah,
and
I
she'd be
told her
fine.
it came out so well.
I want to get her on my show one of these days.
Yeah,
'cause
Dr. Lisa's
she's
great.
good.
Do you know how I ran into her? Okay, she's
Well, she's a doctor of psychology,
yeah,
isn't she?
and
So
she's one
I'm
of
guessing
my-
how you ran into her. I have a theory on that. Okay.
Shit. So that's funny.
Tell me about your childhood, Henry.
Well, it started a long time ago. As I said on that lady's lap, it was the next door neighbor lady. I
Okay,
wasn't
let's
too
just
old.
stop.
I was 11, 12 years old, and I was going through puberty.
Okay,
And
let's stop the conversation. I don't want to know about your childhood.
You told me. I didn't know what that neighbor lady was wanting to do.
Is Donna Summers playing on the radio
You
side?
changed the subject real quick,
I'm just
Rhonda.
wondering.
No.
Oh,
It's
it's just
that-
stuck there?
No, it's rolling.
Oh.
But we have to have data bits flowing through there, otherwise you'll get a buzz. Through
Oh,
our
yeah.
signal.
So the sound is down. That's what I
Yes.
forgot. Okay.
You just want to change the subject.
I was trying really hard because I don't want it to go there. All right. I shouldn't have asked that. I should have known better than to ask that question. Anyway, Dr. Elise is a real doctor, and she's got a great show. She's been a professor. She has many degrees and a broad understanding of many aspects of all kinds of things. I mean, she's
Yes,
got a
right.
broad experience, and I think you'd love her show if you haven't seen it. And again, she is an astrologer as well, and that's really cool.
And then we got Mo Medina.
Mm-hmm.
He does
Mo.
the Spanish language
Right.
as well as EDM. It's like going 365 from one perspective of a genre all the way to EDM.
Yeah, he's great.
And it's really good because, and you can tell, I mean, everybody loves his mixes on the Mexican music side. He just really brings up some classic stuff with brand new stuff. It's all the variables of every type of Mexican music imaginable. And Mo Medina's been around for some time, been a DJ out in the real world. He's had his ups and downs in life, but he always makes it here to the studio, and he always lets me know if he's coming or not. Great individual, great personality. He's well known in the community for, moving forward. Does a lot of things for all the big names.
I think a lot of our stations do a lot. I mean, a lot of our people that work here do
all these
a lot of
things.
things in the community, but it's quiet, so they don't know about it. But they're always out there.
And Mo Medina, he went through some trying times, the loss of his son, and it was just unbelievable what he went through, but he still kept coming to the studio and doing fundraisers and a few things, helped his son. And then he does EDM, which is electronic digital mixes, which is really big.
No, those are really cool.
Those are really,
those are
they're
really
huge.
cool.
And it's like,
he's good at it too.
and then people from all over the south side of the world, like in Africa and into the Western Europe, all those areas that carry our platform, patch into him because of the EDM.
Right.
Now up along the West Coast, the East Coast, down low and up high, they love EDM too. Here in Denver, of course, and they patch into Big Mo, which is.
Do we have people tuning in from around the world now?
Oh, of course.
We should say hi to them because
Yeah.
they're having a new year too. You know, it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
like we
in
own the new
Australia.
year. I'm sorry. But Make America Great Again, people. We don't own the new year and we don't own Christmas. It's actually, you know, pretty much worldwide, with the exception of a few countries. All right, except with the exception of a few billion people in India and Pakistan, and you know, of course, we all know they don't count, right? No,
And that's crazy. That's the way you put that. And that's true.
I mean,
The way the way they do things. You know
I
what I
know.
mean?
Happy holidays, and whatever you're celebrating. I know most
In
people
Australia,
are
it's
celebrating
2022.
two already.
22, yeah,
So if you're
sorry.
celebrating the New Year, whatever holiday you celebrate around this time of year, whatever religious holiday you celebrate, we hope that it was wonderful. And Kwanzaa was like yesterday, I think, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So happy Kwanzaa to everyone who celebrates that, and Merry Christmas, and Happy Hanukkah that's already passed. And I'm not sure what, I don't know what some of the other people religions celebrate, or Happy Nothing if you don't celebrate anything. It's just a great time of year to be love on each other and to try to hold on to that spirit as we move into 2022, and remember that to respect each other, and you know, because nobody ever really, the only thing that ever changes anybody's heart is love. Yelling and screaming doesn't change anything, and the violence that we saw at the Capitol, that doesn't change anything. The only thing that changes something is for people to have an understanding and care and compassion for others. And so I would call on us all to have some compassion for the next year, and care, and put our focus on people here and around the world that need our help.
Can you see that? Mount
Oh my
Laurel,
gosh.
New Jersey?
New Jersey, England, I can't read that one.
That's just United States.
United States, Los Angeles, is that the United States? I think
Yes.
it is, yeah. Angola, wow, that's pretty something. And what is that other one?
Sao Paulo.
Oh, Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Mhm.
Oh, that's great. Ashburn, Virginia, Belize, wow, we've got them from all over. Maputo, where's that?
I'm not a puto.
Well, that says Maputo right there.
Oh,
I know, you're not a puto.
shit.
You probably are a puto.
Oh my God. I resemble that remark.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are. Florida, I'm not sure that's in the United States either. Let's see, what else? Where is that at? Where is Maputo?
Let me go ahead.
Oh, I think it's in Mexico, but I'm not sure.
So we'll see.
He's pulling up the visitors. We're trying to figure out where they're from, which our old eyes, it's hard to read from the screen across the room. So we're probably making up countries. You know? Oh, it's blah, 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 blah. It's not even a real place. No.
Okay, these are
Oh,
these
here
are
we
going
go.
by real fast.
Oh, wow, that's great. Where's that one? That's a cool
is-
flag.
New Guinea.
Oh, New Guinea. Okay, that's a cool
And
flag. That's my
this
favorite
one
flag so
is-
far.
This is the fast one.
Which one is
This
that?
New Guinea. This is Peoria,
Canada,
Illinois, Boston,
Peoria,
Massachusetts,
Illinois,
Temple,
Boston,
Texas.
Massachusetts, Texas.
This one is
And that's a
Fiji.
Fiji. That's
in-
cool.
in
Fiji.
Japan.
Yep, in Japan
Brazil.
and Brazil.
Mi-
So we've got people.
Here's
Milwaukee.
Denver.
Yeah. That's people from all over the world have tuned in. So we want to wish you all a very happy New Year, and a very peace. Let's look for peace and prosperity and peace in our hearts for 2022. That would be a nice goal for the world, to just stop, take a beat, back off.
And don't forget Steve Stalzy.
That's right. Oh yeah,
I
Steve.
always
I
call
love
him
Steve.
Stalls Balls.
You do?
Yeah. Well, you call that lady, what's her name, Balls?
But that's her name. Nobody else can be Balls. That's her name.
Well,
That's her name, Balls.
His dad used to be my teacher, so we always called him Mr. Instead of Stalzy, Stalzy's Ballsies, you know, because
Oh yeah, 'cause it rhymes.
yeah. So,
All right, I get it.
and Steve's been in the music business and being a VDJ and all that kind
For
of
a
stuff
long time.
Yeah, 30 or 31 years now. He's done a fine job. He's done all kinds of fun stuff, and he's been around the block. Let me tell you. And you know, when you listen to the Jazz and Soul Express, which is a great show, he brings out some of the best.
That Jazz
music.
Express is great.
You know what
He
I
really
better
brings
do?
out some good
And
music.
let's go back and let's go over everybody's.
Do we miss anybody?
No, let's go to Ron Deshay.
Oh, that bitch.
The W.
Oops.
The WTF show. That's the name of
That's
her
my
show.
show. Yeah.
Nikki Burnett.
Mm-hmm.
Hers is named Taste Life Radio.
Yep.
Sylvia's is Canciones del Domingo. Melissa Quesada is Ignite with Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
And Dr. Lisa Robbins is Dr. Lisa.
The Dr. Lisa show.
Mo Medina's is Otra Vez. And Steve Stalzy's is the Jazz and Soul Express.
But what about Dr. Lynn?
We're not there yet. We're going down
Okay.
the tubes.
Oh, we're going down the tubes. Yeah, we are. We're
about there.
And we're taking you with us.
We're pushing it.
Gone.
And so we just got done with Steve Stalzy. Great man. It's really a lot of fun. He used to be with KUVO, and he'd go down there and do a lot of things. He's not too enlightened about the new studio because it's so automated. He goes, you don't even feel like you're doing anything because as soon as you start talking whatever, and it's too close to the time you got to get off, it's automated. And it just shuts you out.
It's pretty amazing how studios work today. One of these days we should just do a camera tour of everything and tell people about it. But
how it works.
It's
we've done that a couple of times.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screens, 6 screens counting that one in the studio right now with different things on them. One screen has all the songs that would be playing if you were playing music, and has the track for that. Another screen shows the video that we're sending out to the Facebook, and then another one to the video that's going out worldwide.
It goes out on Restream.
On Restream, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Restream carries it to all the
platforms. We have, I don't know how many platforms, 30 or 40 platforms that carry us. The station this year, one of the things the station did this year, Henry, and congratulations to you as the station manager and owner, became the #1 streaming station in the United States.
That's
so
right.
we're really pleased to
carry
that title.
And the only reason why, and I know this because when you're out of the gate a lot further before anybody else gets out, that's what gives you the edge. And we stood with it. We just kept upping the type of technology that we brought in here and kept adding the platforms. That was key. When you add that many platforms and each one carries maybe 2,000, this one carries 8,000, the other one carries 18,000, one carries only 700, but you add them all up, it's huge.
It's huge. It's huge.
And then some of the platforms carry us over the air in some areas.
Yeah.
And for our country station, they carry it over the air. In the also in the northern quarter, they carry it over the air. So in certain areas, they carry it over the air.
Right. And it's been a long haul, and thank you to the listeners and viewers, because no matter what we do, if you don't like it and you don't tune in, then we don't get to be #1.
That's right. And like you said, sometimes they'll tune in for just a minute or two, or sometimes they'll stay on for 28 minutes.
Yeah.
And
well, when we're on, they probably tune in for a minute or two.
No problem.
when other people are on, maybe,
And so we go to Peter Hatton, which is our northern quarter guy from England.
Yep,
And
Peter's from England.
Yeah, Peter Hatton, he puts on...
Yes, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, yes, and that's how
he does quite a show.
That's how
It's lovely. It's lovely. It's simply lovely.
And, he's a great man, and we accidentally ran into each other. He got tired of being on...
I heard he had the ghost of Prince Philip on.
No,
I heard he did.
Yeah.
And the ghost of Diana. I heard they were both on.
Oh my God, probably so.
Yeah.
And that's a good idea.
Diana never dies. I'm sorry, because say England, but it's like, I'm sorry, but it's like...
She's always, no matter what.
No matter what, she's every year, at least several covers a year, Princess Diana's on all the covers. She never, it's like, she can't even die in peace. They won't leave her alone.
And we keep riding into...
And they keep making up movies on her and all this other stuff.
And we keep riding into 2022, and we'll see her...
Oh, she'll be there. Yeah.
On the front of Time magazine.
I'm pretty sure at the end of time, when all of world has been gone and is reduced to rubble, that some other interplanetary being will come here and they'll find a statue of Princess Diana. That'll be all that's left.
Princess Diana.
I mean, it's like, come on.
and it's nice to have Peter Hatton in here and doing his thing too. So he has a great show, and it's marvelous to hear his stuff. It's indie. I can't remember. He renamed it, but it's
he renamed it. You don't remember what it is. It's your station. You don't know.
Well, no, he renamed it. It's called the Big Fat Indie Show.
The Big Fat Indie Show.
Yeah, and it used to be the Fat Indie Show, but
now it's the Big Fat Indie Show.
Yeah, so it's independent artists that come from out there. And it's rock music. It's really good stuff. It's
So if
like,
you've got some stuff, does he take submissions?
yes, he takes submissions.
So if
and-
you are a musician and you are a rock musician and you would like to have your music, now I can't guarantee you'd play it because it might stink. But but if you have music you'd like to submit, you can do that.
And Peter Hatton's really good.
How do they submit the music? Do you know?
Yeah, it just comes through KUHS and it just forwards to them.
Okay, so
It
our
says-
email.
Mhm.
So tell them what the
Yeah, it'll show it, like when you go to KUHS, our Facebook page, it has an automated message if you're submitting music, send to this, and it just automatically sends. So it's really
Yeah.
cool.
Great.
So the automation of AI and AI working on our behalf. Everybody says, "How do you do so much work?" I'm not doing nothing. It's the
Yeah, so it does it for you.
everything
It's
does
great.
everything.
Our
for
jobs
you.
just get easier and easier.
Yeah, but it gets scary because you have 3 new messages you need to answer. I open them up. You have 4 new messages. I open it up. You now have 6 messages, and I look it up and I says, "What is this?"
Yeah.
Oh,
They want you to pay your bill.
Scan likely.
Car warranty.
Yeah.
That Princess Diana and the car warranty. That's what will be left at the end of the world.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure.
and they were trying to sell me the car warranty, so we get all this.
I'm like, oh God, no.
So there you have it with Peter Hatton from the Northern Quarter coming in, and we
Mhm.
met each other through. He spotted us advertising or just broadcasting. He says, "What'd you say if I get on your station?" I said, "Okay." And he decided
wonderful.
he decided to go stream because he was over the air,
Right, right.
and he got tired of the over the air. They were just giving him so much stuff inside the studio. It was all this politics, and so on he came, and
On he
says
came.
after, and he was
and
on.
he's quite lovely, so please tune in.
Yes, he likes beer.
He likes beer. He's
But let me
he's
tell you about
lovely.
the beer. I told him that's girly man beer. That's only 3%. He couldn't stop laughing, so he told everybody out there. He called it girly man beer. I go 3%. Come on, 6%, 100%, dude. Let's fire up the alcohol.
Come on, don't pick on the pubs in England.
Yes, I was though.
You
And
should
so we went to
broadcast
the-
live from a pub one day. That would be
and
fun.
he would. He got in. He did a live Zoom in and got on. And one of the guys
I'll
here who
broadcast
didn't
from a
show
pub.
up to the event that we had, the staff event, said, "I thought that was a made-up person." I go, "Why would I make up Peter Hatton?" And he says, "He's real."
Oh, gosh. I would do a broadcast from a pub.
Yeah, that would be fun.
If anybody out there has a
So
pub
Rhonda, how you
and
doing?
they want me to do my show live
Doing
from it,
Fine.
call Henry. We should do it.
And don't call me dirty names.
Yeah, just call him. and I think we should do that. I think that would be fun. Okay.
And then we go to Charlie Pacello.
Charlie, I love Charlie.
Yeah, so he came on Dr. Lowell's show. And
He had he went and interviewed the Vatican. He was
yeah,
there.
the Vatican.
I mean, he was
the Pope.
at the Vatican with the Pope. I saw him.
And so it was really interesting.
I know him.
And yeah, I told Charlie, I says, you were such an interesting guest. In your vocabulary, you never leave home without it.
Right, he's wonderful. And he did go to the Vatican. He interviewed there, and he was with the Pope. He had pictures of him with the Pope. That was kind of cool. The Pope won't come on my show. I don't know why. I've asked him.
He
but
also had.
he won't do it. Francis said no.
He had the main guy of the Armed Forces Committee from the White House. I said,
Yes,
"How did you get this guy on your?"
Well, I
He
can
said
get you.
yes.
I can get you all kinds of people if you'd like.
Yeah.
I'm doing PR with the Space Force Association.
Yes, and
So we're going to
Aaron
bring some
knows it.
astronauts and some people on
Who's
board.
that guy?
We're going to bring some of our guardians in and get some interviews one of these days.
It's gonna be really nice.
Yeah, that's going to be really fun.
And so he's gone on to do, I mean, big name guests.
Yep.
He's also helped us out in doing the Biden campaign, which is the virtual Biden bus.
Yep.
And he jumped right in, and he always said, "Where's the script?" I go, "You're gonna do your spiel."
Do your own spiel. No
and
script.
he would always say, he started laughing. He goes, "What is the spiel? You're gonna learn right now." He couldn't stop laughing. So now he knows how to
I
do
would have
his
done
spiel.
the Biden bus.
Yeah, it
That would have
came
been
out really.
fun.
And so
Was Biden awake?
No, it was actually Paul Chavez. that
Oh,
did
okay.
it.
I was just wondering.
And he jumped in, and he did have a script, and he didn't study. He go, "Why didn't you give this to me?" I go, "It's 13 pages long."
Oh, wow.
All these senators, but no, the one he did do was we were doing this one on. It had to do with red and racism in the community, racism in the world, racism across the nation.
We still see a lot of examples of that.
And I brought in a
yeah.
variety of people from Native Americans. I
remember that show. It was
Yeah, and I
fabulous.
brought in the black community. I brought in
The
the
Native
Asian,
Americans, you brought in some Hispanic, Asian.
and I brought in Charlie
Yep.
to govern the front
Yep.
side. And he
That was a
goes,
great show.
"Oh, who am I representing?" Durr.
But that was a great show, Henry. I think that was one of the ones that it's so important to have dialogue and to try to understand each other, because
Yes.
the more we understand each other,
The easier and more fun it is.
well, the more that those stereotypes and the hate just because somebody's a different color, or because somebody looks different or talks different, or eats different, or believes different than we do. And the more we have conversations with people that are outside of our own sphere, our own culture, the more we understand that we're all connected, and
that's
that
the way it
show,
works.
that's what that show did, and you can have empathy instead of sympathy, because sympathy doesn't do much good. Empathy is
And what was so
what
cool
you
about
need.
that show too is Charlie, he also wanted a script for that, and I waited to the very last minute. I had a little script, and I had it ready. He goes, before we go live, but where's mine? I go, we're already live, Charlie. And I started doing my little script, and I threw mine down. He goes, I go, you're on, Charlie. Do your spiel.
Ah,
And he looks at
he
me
probably
like,
did just fine.
oh, he come off.
He's great.
And Charlie has a great show.
He really
Yes,
does.
It's like he has a beautiful show. Everybody
He's
loves
smart.
it. Yeah, everybody loves his show.
Why didn't he go to the academy, the Air Force Academy or something?
I can't.
Did
Yeah, he
you
went
get-
to the Air Force
Yeah.
Academy. Had some really traumatizing times. Went downhill completely, and then turned it all around, completely
Yeah.
around.
He's a
to
great
the
guy.
right.
He's a great guy.
Mhm.
And his show is definitely worth tuning into. So who else you have on your
And
docket?
so, well, we got to name his show. Do you remember the name of his show?
No,
You don't.
I don't remember anything. I don't know the name of my show.
You don't remember the name of his show.
Why?
Why don't you?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm crazy. It's the council, I think.
Yeah, of course. You
I know I'm
remembered
teasing
it.
you.
I know you have. Got you out of that one.
Um,
And it's the council. With
It's
Charlie
the council,
Patel.
yeah. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. It's
Yeah.
great.
It's beautiful.
I just call it Charlie's show.
Yeah, everybody does.
I know, it's
You
like
should
Charlie's
change it.
show. You should
the
change
Charlie
it.
show. Yeah, you should change it. Then we have Paul Lane, who does the book show. Now this is interesting, and we got to talk about this because Betsy was in here doing a show in that time period.
Yes, yeah.
And she brought in all these beautiful guests that did books, that did they had their businesses, they did all kinds.
It was
of cool
like
stuff.
an entrepreneurial kind of show.
Yeah, it was really great, and
Boost Power.
Boost Power Radio.
Mm-hmm.
And so Paul Lane wanted to do, because we had a book show here before where we do authors, it's called the Author Show.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to do it. I says, well, there's an open space that just came loose. He goes, well, what is it? I go, it's this time or this time, which was Betsy's show time frame. So
Yeah,
he
because
jumped
she
right-
went on and she's on Megaphone now and did
Yeah.
this podcast, so she left the time slot open.
Yeah.
And then he
or-
jumped in, took it.
That took all the...
Called it Boost. It was perfect.
Yeah,
He
they
built
call
it
it
up.
Weekend Boost, which is Boost Power
Yeah.
Radio, Weekend
Hey.
Boost. So it's to them, to the audience.
Speaking of books and everything, because I know they put that on there. That's what he does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so what does he do? How does he find the authors?
They come to him now. He's got tons of authors, and they're just coming to him, and
Good.
big names. And he's
Yeah, I know.
he
He's had some pretty big authors on.
He had this gal on here that hit the Oprah Winfrey show, and he had her in here live, and the story was out there. It was like
It was great.
it was.
Well, you know, Sister Sabina, who's on our feed right now, she just wrote a book, and she's written several books. And so that's why I asked, Sister, why don't you put the name if you can, type it in the comments, and we'll give you a plug if you want to buy
That's
it on
right.
Amazon.
That's right.
She's from Uganda,
Wow.
and went through a lot of stuff in her life, and she's got some interesting stories. She's started that organization I was mentioning, so we should give her a little plug since we're talking about books.
And he did one not too long ago, and I sat in with him, and we were doing something about the Native Americans and how they were the atrocities that were brought about them, and we elaborated on a lot of it. And so it was huge. It's like we had close to maybe 800, 700. It was big. Viewers,
yeah.
and it kept growing, and Paul says, my God, that must have been a really serious subject. I go, it is. It's touching. Because they massacred a lot of people here at Sand Creek, which is
Oh, I
like
know,
a big
that was-
commerce city, you know?
I know. I mean, the Sand Creek Massacre is
Mhm.
something that, well.
And so that's his book show, and so it's Weekend Boost with
That's
Paul
right.
Lane. We had Rad Archuleta, or Jared Archuleta, which is my son. He had a show here, and it was called The Barber Show.
Yeah, because they're a barber, right?
Yeah, and
He's a
so
barber.
the stories that come in a barbershop are really incredible of what they do and say.
Oh, yeah.
And so he brought the barbershop to life inside the studio. It was really
Yeah.
cool. And he would broadcast, he'd bring in some of the other barbers, some of the giveaways.
There's been some incredible people that I've met, over the years here that doing shows and guests that have come in, and that barber show I thought was kind of cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
Everybody liked it, but
Yeah.
he had to drop it because he was so busy, and it was sometimes he couldn't even make it. He'd be late, and so
Yeah.
it was just kind of getting into his time frame. Then we have Ray Archuleta, which is my other son, and he used to come in here and also do some
Yep.
shows. he actually helped set this whole thing
Yeah,
up.
I mean, he's very good with, Ray does great computer repair and
Yes,
computer,
all-
everything can be, all thing tech.
Yes, and
That's
so
right.
he would always come in here and go over all this stuff. Hey, why are you doing it like that? Don't you know how this software works? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, right.
No.
Yeah, no, he's brilliant.
So he brought some of the downsides to what we were doing back to life, and making it real. So some of these.
I was
areas
hoping to
right
get
here.
some artificial intelligence injected into my brain. I've lost some of those cells over the years, and I was.
You don't want that right now,
I was
Rhonda.
wondering
Then
if I
you'll
could
be
just put a
thinking
little-
all these. You think naughty already. Imagine if the artificial intelligence is in you. So you got that smirk on your face.
Yeah.
Because you'd be thinking way more naughty.
I would not.
I
You're the
know
one.
you-
You take everything naughty. That's what
I
you
do
do.
not.
Yes,
you told
do.
me to say this.
You do. Let's see if Sister put this in here. Our new book is Sold and Trafficked, and it's about the girls that they rescue from slavery in Abu Dhabi,
Mhm.
in Abu Dhabi, and will be on Amazon next week.
Ooh, so watch
So
this.
this is written by
Sold
Sister.
and trafficked.
Yeah, Sold and Trafficked by Sabina Santana. You see her? I can't read.
Yes,
it.
Santana.
I can't. That's what it is. Sabina Santana. She is a nun. She has the organization that I was talking about, Sitwa, which is SITEAW, and that is an organization that rescues girls and is striving to break traditions and habits in Uganda and Kenya that are not healthy for women and young girls. And so, in this book, the proceeds will help that. So if you're interested, Sold and Trafficked, again available on Amazon next week by Sister Sabina Santana.
Whoa, that's nice to hear.
Yeah, she's
And
great. We're going to get her on the show. We're
If
gonna
you're
have her.
listening to us right now, it's KUHS Radio TV, streaming out of the Melody Building on Melody Drive, playing you all the melodies when we're playing our music. Right now, we've got a special show, the New Year Eve special 2022 crossover, and because we couldn't have DJ Slick Melissa in here, we have
Yeah.
the beautiful Miss Rhonda Shea.
You're the second best.
Yes. No, I didn't say that. You said that. We have
Since
the
we couldn't have the one we actually wanted, we got this one. It was doing nothing, laying around her house, eating chocolate and drinking a Corona for New Year's at her house in a robe.
You really stretched that one out.
He called me up. Come in.
I'll be right there,
All
big
right,
buddy.
all right, Henry. I'll come in. All right, that's fine, honey. What? I'm gonna be on the radio. Better put your clothes on.
Whoa.
I had to take the robe, get dressed. It was like, okay, Henry, can't find anybody else. Do you think you can do this?
I can't find it.
No problem.
That's bull crap. What's that bull crap?
Bullpucky.
That's
Bullpucky.
So we're going to move on to Tim Mazur. Tim Mazur, our country show. And let me tell you about Tim. Tim started with our station a while back, and we were doing the co-promotions. He does his own show, but he sends me the recording. It's carried on our station at certain times. And so, yeah, it was going real good, and all of a sudden he ran into some issues with his job and the way he was feeling, and so he dropped out for a second. Now he came back again and feeling good, decided to do it, and he's doing it hard and strong now. He's on a lot of platforms. He follows our lead and recreates some of the audio that we do for introducing shows. He mentions us, we mention him. And here's the thing, he had problems with arthritis and all that kind of stuff, and they have that new stuff that everybody puts on made out of marijuana.
Yeah, CBD.
And he started getting into the CBD oils and all that kind of stuff, and now he feels great. He can do his work, and his show is awesome. He's aired every Sunday, 4.
It feels great.
Yeah, 4 to 7.
He doesn't care anymore. That's all.
Yeah, that's
I
what he
don't
doesn't
care.
care.
Give me the TCH
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. So, and then it's carried every Monday from 10 to 1. And so it's carried twice. He does 2 shows a week, and we carry it twice, Sunday, Monday. He carries it, I think it's Thursday, Saturday, or Thursday, Friday. I can't remember. He kind of switches every now and then.
Yeah.
But it's a great show.
It's a good
He's got
show.
Really good. Country music at its finest. He's got indie country rock, and he's got indie music, and then he also steps back like we do when we go into the older country. and has shows with older country
I
music.
like the old country
Conway
myself.
Twitty
Yeah.
and all the good.
I like all
stars.
those old shows.
Yeah, so
Fine time to leave me, Lucille.
yeah, and he gets all those good ones out there. And he does all
Yeehaw!
those little things.
Killed my dog died, my wife left me, and I only got one can of beer left.
And I'm riding my
And I'm riding my horse.
18-wheeler.
Yeah.
It's out of gas, but I'm out here on my ass.
There you go. Life
what
in the
it-
Saddle by Herman T. Flatballs.
Oh my God.
Oh yes, here we go. No, I do like country. It's great. I like to listen to the Bull too when they do.
You
do
can get
good
no more.
country.
Go up a little bit. See if you,
Oh, what do we got here? I got a bunch.
go a little bit.
What are you looking for?
Okay, good.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
What you want? Action needed.
There.
There.
You can still. You're still okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you.
Then we got Paul Chavez, who also does a show here. He does two shows too.
Mhm.
He does deep cuts on Saturday, every other Saturday, aside of.
Is that like Deep
the
State?
weekend. Yeah, man, we can
Deep
boost
State.
it. Yeah. And so he's been around the music business a long, long time,
He
39,
is.
40 years. And he's been on a lot of different stations, KBNO,
I like KBNO.
KS 104.5, different ones like that. He came, we also had another big DJ here, but she's not mentioned now because she's no longer with us.
Yeah, you can't do that.
That was Chavez.
I love cha-cha.
And so they're not related or nothing, but they have the same name. And Paul's been an outstanding icon here. You know, a lot of people know him. He's big in the community, always pays forward in the community. He's always ready to do something for somebody.
Well, you know, and I think that's one of the things that I really appreciate about the station is we run PSAs for people. They bring in nonprofits and talk about things that are beneficial to the community. And the way that radio really was intended to be was that type of a medium where, you know, the public interest and convenience and necessity, which is what the license all read. And of course we don't have to license because we're not an actual terrestrial station, but the terrestrial license reads for the public interest, necessity, and convenience, and that's gone so far away that they're not doing anything that for the most part that relates to that premise in the license. And what I like about streaming stations and what I like about KUHS is that we live, even though we don't have to comply with those things, the station lives with that motto of helping the public and being for their interest and necessity and convenience.
Mike Landis, who was with Channel 9 with the Channel 2, we had an interview with him. He said this about KUHS. He goes, "You guys are like the black hole.
Yeah.
You suck up everything, you say everything, and do whatever you want
Yep.
without the
Without the
constraints."
FCC bothering us.
Yeah, without the
So
constraints.
we can say a bad word here and there.
Yeah.
And we can do whatever we want.
And we'll still get told about it, but it's still, if
Yeah.
they catch it, but they never catch it. So
Yeah, so it's
it's true, the black hole, you can say and do whatever
It's like
you-
radio used to be, or like it
Yes.
used to be when 40 years ago when I
Yeah.
first got into it. It was crazy, and
You
it
could
was
do-
fun.
you
You could
could
do
do a
all
lot of
kinds
things.
of stuff because it was all controlled. It wasn't big corporate controlled.
And so streaming is now being taken over by corporate control.
I'm sure.
And so they've taken over like all the streaming TV stations, which is
Mhm.
Peacock and
Yep.
Netflix and all those kind of
Yep.
platforms. And every NBC Universal launched theirs, Hulu. There's all these big streaming stations that are just in it to win it. And now all the stations that like iHeart got in a big mess when they bought up all the physical stations, and then they found out everything's going to stream. Oh my God!
I know.
Now we're strapped.
They
with
paid
20
too much. They paid too much
yeah,
for them.
$20 billion, and they were strapped. And they went into bankruptcy to get out of it. Nobody knew that.
But
And they launched their streams.
Yeah.
iHeart Stream.
there'll be a day when the stations, don't need to be nearly as big as they were, and
It's already there.
It's there.
It's already
I mean,
there.
it's so.
Yeah, because of technology
Yeah, so
and
different.
AI and the cloud. And so you can actually, if we go down, it goes right up to the cloud and keeps pushing, so I can get it, repair and then bring it right back in. So
Wow, that's cool.
it's wild. And it's Oracle does the cloud for us. And
Oh,
so
yeah, that's complicated software.
it's I talk about complications like, hey, geez.
It's like, okay,
Yeah, I know. I sit here for
Sure.
hours. Okay, nobody knows the backside of this machine. I call it the beast. It breathes, and so you and I get on it. This is simple enough, but we
Oh, yeah.
broadcast all over. It's crazy. So let's go on to talk about Greg Rasheed, also from Denver, Colorado. He now is residing in Bangkok, Thailand. He also did KUVO, KBNO.
wasn't that like a hard man humble? No, a humble man hard. What is it? What's that song about Bangkok? It didn't have something to do with that? Yeah, One night in
Yeah,
Bangkok. Makes a hard man humble.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay.
Hard man humble.
We're not going to that. We're not going there. I'm just saying there was a song. There was
a song
that was like 1982.
You make a hard
Who
man.
Who sang that song?
Humble.
Who sang that song? It was One Night in Bangkok.
Yeah.
It was like 1982 or 80, somewhere around.
You are hilarious.
But I'm right though.
You can make. I know just by your words, just make.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't have to.
What's the
It's
song?
the look on your face. It's the way you project it. It's so funny.
Okay. One Night in Bangkok.
Especially projecting it in front of me. You know what happens.
I know.
It's,
I try not to, but I can't. That was about the same time as Walk Like an Egyptian came out. Remember Walk Like an Egyptian, One Night in Bangkok, Mary Jane Girls, all those people were, anyway.
It's interesting.
Our House,
stuff,
Mary Jane Girls.
And Greg Rasheed, he was on KDKO and KBO and all the different stations. He used to even broadcast on some of the TV stations. Oh, one of them, I think. And now he's out there. And to get him in there and to be able to broadcast out of it took some doing.
Yeah, because he broadcast from Bangkok.
From Bangkok. Yeah. And so I had to write a letter to the government, and they didn't like it. I had to rewrite, and then after that they take it to Vietnam to get it approved. And this guy out there showed him, let me show you how to get it approved. And so they took it to Vietnam and got it approved. Now there's stipulations on this, and there's no, we can't say nothing about religion, nothing about politics, strictly music.
Okay.
Greg Rasheed still does sneak some stuff in there, but it's real soft, so they don't mind.
Well, they don't want that stuff in those countries. They don't need the divisiveness of it.
Yeah, and they monitor us and they keep a track on what we're.
Well, in many countries, including ours, those subjects are very divisive, and they don't want a divisive population, so they don't want to talk about it.
And then there was Lenny Archuleta, my other son, who had the Lenny Sports Talk Show. We did over 100 shows. He would go to up here when they'd have all these.
Marie Head sang One Night in Bangkok.
Marie Head, oh yeah. Oh yeah, now I remember.
Okay, that's just weird. I'm not even going to go there. Okay.
All right,
thanks, Robert.
Never mind. That's interesting stuff. And HBO used to bring these fights with Mike Alvarado, and Lenny would go to all those interviews, and
right.
He captured a lot of the interviews that are now epic. They're like gold of the interviews that he got with.
I got to go and photograph Muhammad Ali when he fought Lyle Alzado.
Yes.
Was it right at the ring, like you'd stand at the ring with the photographers,
yes,
the press corps at the ring? That's where I was, taking photos.
It's so nice when you capture this stuff.
I still got
epic.
them. It was pretty.
Yes,
it was pretty
epic.
cool.
And you got to share it. If you just keep them hidden and put away,
that was a great fight.
You got to put them out there.
Alzado went in there thinking he was gonna,
kick some butt.
Yeah, it was, and to see it that up close, and Muhammad was just dancing around,
Yeah, Lyle Alzado was the big tough guy out of the Denver
Muhammad,
Broncos.
he was just playing with him, playing with him. And then Alzado, I hit him a couple of times really hard. I mean, he took real swings, which I don't think was supposed to happen. And Muhammad, pushed him off, and about the third time Alzado took a real punch, Muhammad just went, okay. Boom. Oh! And the guy was, that took care of that. He was like, okay, I guess I won't play that game anymore.
So funny.
But it was, I took my grandfather, because I had press passes, and he was a big boxing fan, and it was one of the things I remembered until he died, was
and so
we got to stand at the ringside with Muhammad.
Some of these things that you get to do in life, and you're part of it, it really catapults you into a different arena, especially if you capture some of these epic kind of shows or stars or athletes. It's just epic. So that's what he did. And let's move on. And it was the Lenny Sports Talk Show, so that we said what that one was. Then we have back to Paul Chavez. Deep Cuts is one of his shows, and the other show on Tuesday is called The Nooner.
Okay.
So if you want to get a nooner with Paul Chavez,
that'd be good.
Listen. It's not.
I was like, if you want what you want,
It's not. It's not good.
The Nooner. Okay, Nooner.
That's the name of his show.
That's cute.
That's cute.
That's cute.
Ooh. Ew.
That's kind of cute.
So we go to Dr. Lowell Whiteman.
Yes, Dr. Lowell.
Some about Lowell. Okay, so he comes.
He's a real doctor too.
Yes, he's a real
That's
doctor.
right.
Got his doctorate degree.
When they say doctor on this station, unless it's like Dr. Death or Doctor,
Dr.
music
Henry.
or Dr. Henry or Dr. Rhonda, it's real.
Yeah, it's real.
Except for us, we're not.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're not going to start calling ourselves. I feel left out. I want to be Dr. Rhonda now.
So Dr. Lowell brings his show, these exotic guests. I mean, he's had some really special people in here. some of the runner-ups in American Idol. That was deaf, but she wanted. She can sing really well. He's brought in some of the other people who do sports, and he went into New York City on, I think it was New Year's Eve, and broadcast all the way back from New York City.
Yeah, that was cool.
And this guy was supposed to win it all. It was a fairy tale. It was like a Cinderella story. He beat everybody, and he went to the championship and got beat really bad. But he broadcast live out of New York City on New Year's Eve.
That'd be fun.
It was interesting because it's so packed there, yet he was able to migrate himself in and out of the area. And he broadcast back this way for KUHS, telling the whole story of the Cinderella story of the guest, the boxer. Well, it was a what's that kind of fighting in the ring?
Oh, yeah, when they kick,
Yeah.
when they fight. I forget what they call it.
Yeah.
But they're using their hands and
Yeah.
their feet and their teeth and
Yeah.
everything else. Yeah,
Yeah.
those guys.
Yeah.
I forget what they call that.
Cage fighting or whatever.
Cage fighting or martial,
Yeah.
cage fighting, I think is what it
And
is.
so he did a real good
I've
job.
done that with my husband. I cage fight that bastard. Just get him in there. I lock him
Knock
right in there.
the
Just
hell out of him.
that's right.
Mhm.
You know?
Do you really?
No.
I didn't think so.
Are you kidding? You've seen my husband. Yeah, he's giant. It's like, yeah, right.
So Dr. Lowell, big shout out to him, and the name of his show is Rhonda.
Dr. Lowell, oh, I was waiting for you to announce it yourself.
Well, I want you to announce.
I will announce
If
it.
you remember.
Well, I can't remember anything, and you know that.
Mhm.
I don't remember a damn thing.
You don't remember the name of his show?
I do.
Do you?
I don't know. No. Mindset, I think.
Mindset 360.
Yeah, Mindset.
And so that's the name of his business too, Mindset 360. He goes out and helps everybody that's in sports or whatever get aligned mind, body, and soul, and get realigned with yourself. And there's a lot of those individuals that are out of a line. They go beat the hell out of their girlfriends. They get in Corvettes and ram cars and kill people.
Wow.
And there's all kinds of crazy shit that happens because you're not aligned mentally, physically, and emotionally.
You need to be aligned, and spiritually, I would also add to that.
Spiritually,
I think that's important
yes.
too.
And so you gotta have that all in alignment, especially when you date a cute chick and you want to get into a romantic relationship.
Well,
with
you
her.
got to have your stuff together because nobody really wants.
Well, you pull it. You wear tight underwear. You
Oh,
pull
yeah.
stuff together.
You, I mean, you know,
You get a picture?
nobody wants to date somebody. It's a hot mess. You know.
Yeah, but
That's
that
why I
happens.
didn't date a lot.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Nothing.
I'm so depressed.
Yeah. Hot mess.
Who wants to be like and how you got one of those dates, you know, where you see them on Facebook, then
Yeah,
you go
they look all good and stuff.
whatever, they probably look like crap when you see them, and then it's like they sit there.
Yeah.
How are you? It's just I feel so terrible. I just feel like I'm
The
worthless.
catfishing you, yeah. The
Yeah.
catfished you.
Can you imagine? I'd love to actually sign up for something like that.
Go catfish.
And just do that. Just show up if you ever got picked, and just be like the weirdest, craziest human being that ever lived. And watch their
Rhonda,
face. And then have somebody
no.
filming it in the back. You know, like while you're sitting there going, you know, like, well, what would you like for lunch? I really can't eat
Let me
much.
tell you this. This is interesting.
I can't eat things with faces.
I interviewed this director of a movie, and they did that. They mounted everybody who's going on dates, men and women, with a camera and a microphone, tiny stuff.
Uh-huh.
And everybody gets to log in and see how they interact with each
Oh
other.
God.
It was crazy. I forgot the name of it, and it got big, and they sold it for big money.
Oh wow. That's
it was
funny.
really neat, and I forgot the name of it. It's right on the tip of my head. It's one word for the movie. It was a movie, full-fledged movie.
Wow, that's
directed
cool.
for me.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so I watched some of the trailers, and they're there talking. They're at a restaurant, and everybody's tuned into them and really watching. It's strange. They go to bed. Some of them they pull the cameras off.
Yeah, that would probably be wise.
Well, the whole storyline was there was this guy getting in there and grabbing him and taking all the stuff off him and killing him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was kind of an intriguing drama type movie.
Wow.
So it was really good.
Hmm.
And I thought, man, it's a well done movie.
See, every once in a while you get a sleeper. That's good. I saw that up. Have you seen that? Don't Look Up. That's on Netflix too. If you haven't seen that, that's a good one to watch. It's satirical, of course, but it's.
You know how you say that? I always practice that anyway.
Don't look up. Don't look up.
Don't look up,
down,
Henry.
don't
You look up. I'm gonna smack you one more time. Okay, I won't do it no more.
Oh God,
Don't
Henry.
look up. I won't.
Don't look. Period. Oh God.
Then we got Dr. Sam McDonald.
Dr. McDonald. Is that a real doctor?
That's a real doctor.
Okay, we are like left out of this picture.
Yes, not really.
What are we gonna?
You are.
Oh, you have a doctorate too?
Yeah.
You butthead.
Everybody tells me
Everybody
that.
but me? Everybody but me on the entire radio station has a doctorate?
You can see it on my Instagram page. It does say it.
Everybody but me
Dr. G Whiz
has a doctor. I gotta be Dr. something now.
Dr. Awesome.
Yeah, there, I'm Dr. Awesome, that's it. That's my name, Dr. Awesome. Okay. God.
That's interesting.
Just, Dr. Zen. Trouble.
And Dr. Sam McDonald, they're real. They came here and they brought in their show. There was 2 shows. It was Dr. Lynn McDonald, who's married to Dr. Sam.
Oh, God. Okay, double doctors.
Yeah, double doctors.
It's like double D's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. I'm going to tell them that.
The double
you guys
Ds.
a couple of double D's. Yeah, man.
That's it. They're the double D's.
And so their shows were separate. And I told them, the way you guys are doing this, it would be best to just combine them both and come in as a team.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. So they bring in their
But you didn't talk about Dr. Lynn yet.
I'm going to go there.
Okay.
So Dr. Sam and Dr. Lynn
I love them.
come together and they are doing one show together as Dr. Lynn and Dr. Sam.
And they're doctors, too.
Yes.
Everybody's a freaking doctor but me, okay? Anyway.
And so their show is really good, really big, and they do a lot of fun stuff here.
And I started going to Dr. Sam.
And so it's Wild and Precious.
Yes,
Isn't
life.
it? Yes. And you go to Dr. Sam, does he straighten you up?
Well, here's what we're
Does it
doing.
feel
I
good?
started having vertigo and all kinds of problems after my mastectomy.
Does it feel good?
Yes,
I
he's
asked
wonderful.
Is
And
it?
yes, he is.
What's he do?
And he does all these like weird things where you walk in and they twist your head and they put little vibrating things on your back of your ears and it's just
Puts vibrators on you.
yeah, vibrators on and it's
so it makes you feel real good, the vibrators.
and he
on
just
you.
there's exercises in balance.
So he makes you balance on one leg or something?
Well, it's just weird.
And then he
Like
puts
balance,
vibrators on
and
you
you play
and
these
stuff?
games and you're trying to balance
Oh, so you play games with...
and with like video game
Oh,
controllers.
yeah.
And you're trying to go there, but I'm not letting you because I'm
know.
not going to let you ruin Dr. Lynn and Dr. Sam's wonderful business. Because I'm telling you, they are amazing. And with all of the
You
help,
told me to do this, Ron.
With all
He
of
says
the
just
help-
get zany, get crazy like you do, say
with
all the
all of the help that I've had with vertigo and other issues since I've had my mastectomy, they have helped the most. My energy levels are back, feeling back, and in addition to that, my balance was really getting bad from laying down for so long and vertigo and a number of other things, just age and not skied for a year because of pandemic and things like that. So I'm feeling like wonderful, and so
And that's the team of 2021, right?
yeah, they're fantastic.
And they do a great show.
Yeah.
And their shows you got to watch. They zoom in a lot of people. They bring in guests in here. It's really fantastic what they do.
And they're the real deal, too.
And it's 2021 of KUHS Radio TV Denver. And right here with me is Rhonda Shea.
That's right.
And she's in here because...
I'm not a doctor. That's why.
DJ Slick
I'm the only one. I'm the only one on the entire station. I don't feel bad about it or anything.
DJ Slick Melissa could make it because
Is she a
she's out
doctor?
there.
Please tell me
No,
there's at
but
least...
she's a nurse.
Oh, son
She
of a...
wants to play nurse all the time.
Oh, that's not nice. Don't say that about
I
me.
didn't say that. You told me to say that. You say all
You're
these
blaming
things.
me. I'm
Look
sitting
I'm
here.
reading off what you said.
Oh, yeah, right. You're blaming me for all this. It's like...
Well, Rhonda, who am I going to blame? That's why I brought you in here.
I knew it. You know,
You know,
because
there's
I'm not a
gotta be
doctor, so I was the only one that you could do that to, because everybody else, would put you in your place. How can I be the only non-doctor in this entire... Melissa's not, right? Tell me there's somebody. How about Sylvia?
No.
She a doctor?
No.
She's beautiful, so it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
All right.
That's her right there.
Yeah, there she is. And, yep, I don't take pictures next to that. That's not happening.
I like the way you put next to that.
I'm not doing it. Mm-mm.
That's interesting. And, we're going through 2021, and it's been a ride. Don't you think, Rhonda?
Oh, it's been...
You and I have, done a lot of things together. But one thing that is so interesting is that, as we did the whole year, you ran into a serious issue. And you fight it like I've never seen any woman fight this.
Oh.
And everybody tells you that, like, whoa, you've got such strong will to live.
Well, thank you.
And from that, I think this is what's helped you.
Well, it's not a strong will. I love my life. I like people. I like to laugh. I like to have fun. And however long we're here, we don't know that. we're promised the moment that we live in, and that's it. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you have cancer like I do or you have anything else. The reality is we've only got the moment we're in, and
That's
make
true.
the most of it. And I've kind of lived my life in a way that I've tried to make the most out of every moment throughout my life. That's why I do the things that I still do, and I ski and I do the things that I want to do. I'm not going to let age or anything else stop me from enjoying what time I have. But and cancer is a weird disease, but it doesn't have to kill you. It just, you know, there are times when it makes you wish you were dead, but but it's certainly, it's been a tough year because, you know, I really thought I beat it. It's been 7.5 years since my last since my last diagnosis, and 6.5 years since my beginning of my treatment years ago, and I was clear by 2 years almost, and I really thought that I had beat it. But guess what? It had other things in mind, and it came back, and so we have to beat it. Sometimes it takes a 1-2 punch instead of just a 1 punch.
That's funny how you say.
So we're giving it a 1-2, and so we decided that the best course of action at this point was, you know, to do the mastectomies, and then I'll go on some kind of medical drugs at the end of January. But they're not chemo because this kind doesn't respond to chemo. So
And you wanted to come back right away, and we did that one
I
show.
did. I was
and
like, I'll come back.
It's a special edition welcoming Rhonda back, and you came back with flair and fun and frolic, and it was fun to have you back. And you said, "I'm rusty." I go, I kind of didn't see it.
I am a little rusty, I think, but you know, honestly, this year's been a year that I'm very grateful for and thankful for it, and because it could be a lot. You know, no matter what's going on in your life, if you're happy with what you have, then you're happy.
And a big shout out to.
So I'm a happy person, and so what if I don't have any boobs? I'm building back
No,
better.
no.
I'm building back better.
A big shout out to DJ Slick Melissa for.
Yep, there she is. See, that's another one that's gorgeous.
And she was going to be in here with us, and she stepped out.
So
to
you
go
got stuck
help
with me.
out.
Is it?
No, it's
Everyone's like, nobody else available. That's it.
no, it's you. You're a top of the line, and so there's only one top of the line can come in and replace, and that's you. And so, and she had to go, and she's helping out.
Yeah, she's helping out. She's a wonderful person.
It was.
I love Melissa.
And you know, I was surprised at
Melissa.
Melissa. And so we show everything that's behind us, and Peter Hatton with you know, he does his show. We're showing you all the
We're kind of
2021
just
years.
walking you through the 2021 with who's been on the air and what you can expect for 2022, which is a lot more and even new and exciting things from the station. The shows, the guests, the personalities. I think you're going to really enjoy 2022. So be sure you keep tuning in, and not just my show. Of course, my show's the best, but no.
And there are all these shows and it's true, your show is one of the best.
Well,
It's
they're
funny
all
because
great. They're all great. They're all very different.
Yes,
you know.
and you can see the staff back here. It's so fun to see.
Oh, our
the
Christmas
staff-
picture. See, I was standing next to Sylvia, and look, I look short and fat and old. Damn.
Short, fat, and old.
See, look, I should not stand next to her. I'm telling you. I should have been like, who should I have been next to? You, because you're older than me, and so I would have looked younger.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Only by a couple of days, but you
Well,
are.
so.
What?
So.
So.
Well, 2021 brought us a lot of stuff
did, a lot
around.
of
Look
fun.
what it did to you, and you still, it's like you never had nothing. I know you went through some traumatizing platform areas where it's like, yee. But in the scheme of things, it's your will, it's your strength, your power in the mind, and how you come in here. And you're part of our station, and you make it so fun.
Oh,
And
thank
the
you.
projection you do toward our community and our city, our state,
Well,
all around the world. Because there's people logging in, like, looking at you like, huh? Looking at me like, huh?
huh? What the hell? How do they get on the air?
Yeah.
What the hell? They can do it. I can't. You know. But no, really, I want to wish everyone a very happy New Year. And
It's 2022, so tell me
Yeah.
what your thoughts are. You have New Year's resolutions.
I don't do those because I just want to stay the same old sarcastic that I always have been. I don't intend. I'm going to eat chocolate when I want to. I'm gonna, you know.
Eat chocolate. Oh, I love chocolate.
Yeah, I'm gonna, you know, I'm
Don't
gonna
ever
eat
kiss
raw
a chick.
cookie dough.
Don't ever kiss a
For
chick while
lunch.
you're eating
Oh,
chocolate.
don't. I'm
You know
gonna.
why?
Why?
I'll never say.
Oh, don't say it. Never mind. I don't think you should say it. Whatever it
You're
is.
the one who told me on the script to
I
say
didn't
all this
say
stuff.
this
I'm reading
stuff,
it right
and
off
it is.
here.
I just hope everybody has a great.
How did you write the
2022.
script up so fast?
I just, you know,
You're good at it.
I just pulled an old one out from a couple years ago.
The one I did with you, but We've done some really zany ones here, and so every time everybody tells us this, every time me and Rhonda get together, it's like this chemistry you guys have. You guys are both so funny. No, she's the one who's funny. She gives me this crazy script, and I'm supposed to read off it. I said, I'm not going to say that, Rhonda. Just say it, big boy. I go, okay.
Just try. He can't read though, so you got to be real careful.
That's the thing. I have this.
But 2022, no.
Well, I'm not the one getting the vibrators in my ears like you are.
Oh, that's true.
Tell me more about the vibrator.
Dr. Sam, check him out. But anyway.
I hope Dr. Lynn ain't listening.
Listen.
What have you been doing, Sam? Nothing.
Those guys are wonderful, honestly. If you have any issues going on, headaches, migraines, lack of energy, just balance issues, they're over off of 44th, near 44th and Pierce, Wild Optimal Living. Go. Honestly, it's great. I feel like $1 million, and everyone's noticed it. My friends, everybody's like, "Wow, you look better. Yeah, you're moving better. You have more energy." And I'm like, "Yeah, because Dr. Lynn and Dr. Sam are saving me."
They try to get me over there. Dr. Lynn said, "Come over and I'll save you, and I'll help you with because I had my heart event." And I go, "So what you gonna do?" She goes, "Never mind."
You're like, okay, no. You're out.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No vibrators in your ears.
2022 is, I just hope for a year that is uneventful in terms of catastrophe. Let's end it here. I know that won't happen. And
These
a year where we learn to care about others more, and that we learn that we're here to help each other. And so we see more people masking, more people vaccinating, more people caring about others versus just caring about themselves. And
then the thing about it is too, Rhonda, is this, like you said, catastrophes that just happened with these fires. I mean, there's all those tornadoes now, these fires that are unimaginable, with gale force winds pushing it.
Well, it's
like
it's all part of the climate changing, and whether we want to admit it or not, it is. Mother Nature doesn't care if you don't believe in her. She's doing what she's going to do. And it's time we start paying attention. This is just a big wake-up call, folks.
Wow. And
not all of that's caused by humans, of course, but humans are the only people that we can solve it. There is no planet B. There's no plan B. We need to figure it out. And so, hopefully we do that for the year. And I just hope everyone has a good 2022.
And I think they will. Rhonda, you've been a part of our station. Everybody else has been a part of our station, as you can see behind us. Everybody here shown as part of our station. There's one guy who is not in here, Paul Chavez, and I wrote him for about 15-20 minutes straight about that. But it's true. He said he's going to be there. He said he's going to show up, all this stuff, and he didn't show up. So he didn't get to be part of...
He didn't get to be in our picture.
So that's right. And that's epic. And the reason I talk about this picture, though, Rhonda, is because it may change.
Yes.
And so there may be a difference. But this 2021 and this group of people have made KUHS the strongest, most epic running station during the pandemic I have ever seen. The things they have all brought here, the way they put out to the community, the way you do PSAs for cancer research, Food Bank of the Rockies, we push them. For
Listen Foundation, Camp Wapi Api.
Camp Wapi. You were so touching with that one time you called in.
With the kids?
With the kids, and I was like, whoa, you brought a tear to my eye. Like, Jesus, that was so honorable to be able to
The station has done a lot for the community, and the community's done a lot for the station, and we deeply appreciate everyone who's tuned in. We wish you all a very beautiful and successful and happy 2022. And if you feel like doing something kind with your heart, you can donate to the folks here in Colorado that are experiencing.
Give us a little readout on that PSA that came over again. And Rhonda did this on the start of the broadcast. We're going to do it on the second half.
We're going to do it one more time.
We have to do this because it came through our media network that they would like this broadcast.
So we're going to just do it one more quick time. Today, Governor Polis declared a state of emergency due to fires created by high winds across the Front Range. The declaration allows the state to access disaster emergency funds, support the emergency response efforts in Boulder, and provide resources, including the use of the Colorado National Guard and activation of the State Emergency Operations Center. For official updates on the Boulder fire, follow Boulder Office of Emergency Management on Twitter. That's twitter.com/Boulder. Bookmark, and their website at www.boulderoem, that's Boulder Office of Emergency Management, so boulderoem.com/emergency status. Sign up now for emergency alerts to find the list of emergency alerts in your area, and you can do that at colorado.gov. So just go there and look and put emergency alert in the search bar. Additional resources, road closures and evacuation areas. You can keep up to date with road closures and evac areas and important information at the official public information map, which is Boulder Emergency Operations Center Public Information Map. The evacuation area currently, North Boulder Recreation Center. So if you are in the evacuation area, you can go to the North Boulder Recreation Center. And another evacuation area in Lafayette is YMCA Arapahoe Branch on Dagny Way. Animal evacuation site is the Boulder County Fairgrounds in Longmont, although some animals have been taken to the Jefferson County Fairgrounds as well. Boulder animal site is filled, but if you are looking for a lost or stray animal, you can start there.
Well done, Rhonda, and I thank you for that, for the people who have lost so much. In this time, it's like right after Christmas, they may have lost all their Christmas gifts.
Everything.
Everything. I mean, there was nothing left. I mean, there was just ash.
If you could see the pictures if you're from out of state, it's like whole neighborhoods and there's nothing left but the brick holes. Not even that. The holes that the foundation used to be is filled with charred lumber and remnants of people's lives.
It was like flamethrowers because of the winds. It was like flamethrowers.
It was just ridiculous.
On a massive scale. Just
and it came pretty close. Pretty close. We are grateful that we're here and that there's been no lives lost, and we want to wish...
I couldn't believe that. That's so cool.
I know, that's really cool. We want to wish everyone who's going through this the best, and we will be here for you and try to find out ways that we can have our listeners help and support you as well.
And Happy New Year to everybody from KUHS.
All around the world. Thank you for making us #1,
yes,
streaming in the country.
It's just incredible, and it's because of this staff right here that have pushed it to the...
Except for Henry.
Except for Henry.
Yeah, it's for that staff minus Henry.
I gotta love Rhonda. It's like she's the best. And every time she says some good stuff to me like that, it just works on me. I just laugh to myself. And somebody say, "What are you laughing at?" Nothing. You always keep me happy inside, Rhonda. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
And Happy New Year to everybody and all the audience.
Go out, enjoy, stay safe, be safe, don't drink and drive.
Or here's one, and I always say this to everybody. From KUHS, don't drink and drive or you'll have a cop as a chaser.
That's right. Brought to you by the McCormick Funeral Home. Because if you drink and drive, that's where you're going to end up.
McCormick Funeral.
That's our sponsor. Our drink and drive promotion is sponsored by the McCormick Funeral Home. We love you all. Have a very happy New Year. Thanks for tuning in.